Hey Virgos, I hope you're all doing amazing. My name is Sarah and this is my channel, Serendipity Astrology. I'm doing a general tarot card reading for April 2022. Well, we're coming into April. Let's see, you guys have a lot going on too. I feel like everyone has a lot going on right now, but specifically for you guys, you have, my God, you have like a lot of, you have third house, you have ninth house, you have eighth house, you have seventh house, you have sixth house, you have fifth house stuff. So I feel like you guys are, there's a lot I feel for you guys, but I feel like you're redefining what it means to have fun. You know, I feel like the relationship you have with your children is changing as well. Ooh, the tower just popped out. Wow. Okay. You in your sixth house, you have Capricorn there, so you're having to like really understand what it means to, oh my God, you got the death card that popped out too. Wow. All right. Yeah, you know what? Pisces being your relationship house, technically, which is your seventh house, I feel like you're really having to just kind of let go and stop trying to, like, you're not in a place where you can control where it's going, You have to kind of, it's like you guys are reevaluating your beliefs around what relationships are and what they can be and how vulnerable you're willing to be within those relationships. You also have the sun that just moved into Aries. That's your eighth house. That's your shared resources. That's your partnerships. And that's sexuality. That's intimacy. That's who you're intimate with. And that's another place of vulnerability. So I feel like you guys are reestablishing what vulnerability is for you guys. And you might be opening up a little bit more, Scorpio being in your third house, and that being where the South Node is, you're, maybe the way you're communicating is changing right now too. Like the level of like who you want to communicate with. You might be taking taking stock in who you speak to the most and what you speak to them about. Like maybe you're changing the dialogue, you're changing the dynamic. You also might be learning something new and like letting go of something else that's really been a challenge for you that maybe you weren't meant to be doing. I don't know why that's coming into my, like popping into my head right now, but someone needs to hear that. Okay, so you have the Hangman. You have the Three of Wands. Oh, this is going to be the past, present, possible future. I'm clarifying with multiple oracle decks, and I'm going to be pulling more Rider-Waite. You have the Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords. All right, so this first row, which represents the past, we have the Tower followed by the Death card. Yeah, there's a lot for you that's happening in Scorpio right now. These are two cards that heavily represent Scorpio to me. And, that being your third house, God, I feel like there's so much falling away for you guys. And something that's coming in that's replacing it. For some of you, I feel like this has to do with the relationships you have, like they're your immediate relationships. Maybe they're transforming. That's creating and that's going to create a more solid foundation for you guys. It's like this is your thought processes too. This being your third house. Maybe that's the way you evaluate things is regenerating, and it's regenerating to something else. I feel like you're feeling like you're in a different place than you've ever been before. It's more of a place of creation. It's like it's like the phoenix is rising from the ashes. And you're feeling more powerful within yourself. Scorpio is a very powerful sign. And like, I feel like what's falling away and what's being replaced with that is making you feel more strong, more powerful. I'm going to pull a Spirit Animal Oracle card for this row. You have the owl spirit. You see clearly now. Yeah, this could represent people that have been falling away as well. There's less cloudiness in your mental processes, the way you're seeing things, the way you're going towards things, like the way you're processing information that you get is different. Pull you another card to go with this. This is a powerful energy, though. You know, the birds to me always represent power, especially like owls, eagles. You know, the hawk spirit. Like they're predators. They aren't prey. Like, I'm not saying that you're a predator. I'm just saying that there's a certain amount of strength that you get from these cards, like from this feeling. Ooh. The Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity and self-expression. Yep. I feel like the way you communicate with others is changing. The way you process things is changing. That is going in a different direction now. But that is not a bad thing. You're speaking your truth more now. And you're just letting go of the, maybe like the things that you've said to people to make them feel better. Maybe it's just not about that anymore. It's not about making others feel better. It's about being in a place of authenticity to yourself and feeling like you're in more of a space that's complementary to you, how you feel and what you think. All right, let's pull two. Oop. King of Wands. And the Emperor. Wow, yeah, this is a very powerful time for you guys. You're really like sitting in a place of power and creation in your life. You feel more confident. You feel more like you. You feel like the person that you've always meant to be, but you just didn't know who that person was. And that's opening up some opportunities for you guys. It's opened up a lot of opportunities, but your life looks a lot different than it used to a few years ago. It's like a polar opposite of where it was. This row that represents the present, we have the Hangman followed by the Three of Wands. There's a certain level of just, I feel like it's just kind of like a pause for you guys. Like but I feel like you're going to be having fun within that space. Like it's not like a total complete downtime. I feel like you're just taking more time to enjoy yourself and like redefine what fun means for you. Redefine what it means to be happy and how you express yourself in funner ways. You know, it's like receiving enlightenment through a different perspective, but your perspective on fun has needed to change a lot. I feel like you guys have had something in the background that's been a little troublesome that you've been waiting for the results of. But I feel like you're starting to see like a little glimmer of what it could be. It's still slow to come to the front. But that's okay. You know, it's like a watch pot never boils. You don't want to stare at this energy too much. You don't want to focus on that too much. You just want to focus on this new perspective and, you know, start having some fun. Have a little fun. Lighten things up a little bit for yourselves. Whatever this is can work itself out when it's not being stared at too much, you know? All right. You have the Wombat Spirit, be at home. Yeah, I feel like this is a time where you guys are really, like you're spending more time at home. You're spending a lot of time just, I feel like a lot of you are like revamping your space, spending more time just like changing up the vibes, changing up the like the energy that you feel in that space. And that's not a bad idea, you know, spring or, well, I mean, just the Northern Hemisphere. It's the spring equinox we just had. So that's a great time to do some spring cleaning. You know, you move around some of the furniture. You get a new flow for things. Kind of like freshen up the space so you feel like you're in a fresher space. You know, it gives you different surroundings, different things to look at. you know, the fall equinox for the people in the southern hemisphere, you know, you're going to be spending more time at home as it gets colder and the weather changes. So, like, that's also a good time to freshen up the energy, because it's a space that you're going to be in, that you're going to want to, like, have it feel as comfortable and inviting as possible. All right, I'm going to pull a Moonology card. Let's see. The mutable moon, nothing is yet set in stone. Yes, you're a mutable sign, so you understand mutability. You understand going with the flow. You know, I feel like this is just a time of, you know, kind of hanging back and going with the flow and understanding that things can change. They can change rapidly, especially when you're not looking. You know, when you're not staring at something anymore. So whatever this is that's troubling you, I feel like kind of looking away from it for a little while, just focusing on having more fun, enjoying yourself more for a little while. I feel like that'll help this shake loose whatever this is. Whatever this is that if you feel like is holding you back just a little bit. Okay? All right. You have the Three of Cups. Yes, it is time to have fun. It is time to celebrate. It is time to enjoy yourself. That's what I see with that Three of Cups. Five of Pentacles. It's time to move away from this energy. Like I don't feel like this is you in this energy. I feel like this is people that have been around you that have been in this energy. And maybe those people aren't going to be in your life for much longer. Like they create like a lack around you that I don't think is something that you feel comfortable with, but I don't feel like they're going to be a part of this energy. Okay? And if it's you that's holding on to this energy of like nothing's working out for me, again, I really feel like you need to look away from that and look at what you are grateful for. Look at what you do have and celebrate from a place of knowing what's already there, not looking at what's not there. Possible future, you have the Five of Cups followed by the Eight of Swords. I feel like you guys have the opportunity to turn around and see what is there for you, okay? There might be some hiccups, some challenges that come your way in the possible future, but I feel like it really rests on if you've been staring at those problems prior. You know, if you're carrying that energy over into this possible future. The future can always change. You have free will. You know, you can always make adjustments and changes and, you know, work on your processes, like the way you see things. You also have the Eight of Swords here. Yeah, so you know, crying over spilt wine, you know, feeling like you're stuck, like this is a stuck energy, like you can't see where you're going. Again, this can be a changeable energy. It doesn't have to stay this way. I'm gonna pull another card for you. Oh, wow, that was already flipped over. That was weird. I must not have noticed that when I was shuffling before. The Bee Spirit, sweet results await. Yeah, I feel like this is just a hiccup for you guys. I feel like this is something that you're going to have to see past. Something that you're going to have to see for what it is. And it might be a little bit of an illusion. You know, maybe it's just a universe testing you to see if you really have changed, if your processes have really changed, if you're really looking at things from a different way. There might be some things thrown in your direction, but it's nothing you can't make it through. Look how far you've come. Look how far you've gotten with like the challenges that have been in front of you already. Like there's always a way to turn things around for yourself. And I really feel like that starts from within. Like I feel like this is more of like a mental and emotional energy. It's you needing to get more, more of a grip on how you feel emotionally and where your mind will wander. If it wanders into fear or if it wanders into, you know, possibility, where amazing results can be. Just if you change your perspective. Our perspective is everything. You add a feeling to a belief and you get manifestation. Shambhala initiations. Retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, and Dharma. I feel like you have to have a certain amount of faith through this time. Like you have to be able to let go of like your control over a situation that might be coming up to you and trust the process of what's happening, and then it'll work out in your favor. You might even have to say that to yourself a few times a day. Everything's working out for me in my favor, to my highest good. Just because I can't see it, it doesn't mean it's not happening. And that's trusting in the process, you know. Again, might have something to do with relationships. Pisces is about trust. Pisces is about letting go. And there's a lot in Pisces that's in your 7th house. Trusting where things are going. All right. Also the Queen of Swords. And the Four of Wands. But this Queen of Swords, I feel clarity. I feel clarity that you get after you can let go of this. Like you can let go of needing to control this feeling. You just kind of have to sit with it. Understand that it's there and there's a reason why it's there. It's meant to fall away. Like once these feelings come up, if they are no longer a trigger for us, they can change, they can evaporate, they can dissolve. Okay? And the clarity that you're getting, the mental clarity, like you're more effective with your words. You feel more balanced within yourself. That's what I'm hearing, okay? You also have the Four of Wands. Some of you might be getting a marriage proposal, I feel like. That's what I feel like. Some of you might be getting this. Like, that's what this card keeps saying to me. And it might not be true for all. For some of you, this could just be stability. This could just be a certain amount of celebration that you're getting once you get past this little hurdle. Like this little test from the universe. Okay? All right, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing April. And I will see you all again soon, okay? Bye.